This is Leaf Life. All things cannabis for all people. Now, Ricker and the Bearded Lorax.
We publish a free magazine called The Leaf, and it's available in print in 14 states at your local cannabis retailer. You can also get it online at leafmagazines.com. Check us out. We love you. I'm Mike Ricker, your host of Leaf Life, with my co-host Wes Abney, the founder of this great organization, and he's also known as the Bearded Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
And of course, there's AJOG.
Hola, aloha OGs.
And Mary J. White.
Baked with love.
Setting objectives is something that we subconsciously do thousands of times a day. And while controlling these thoughts and applying them toward the intended outcome sounds elementary, with the right mindset, this dynamic practice can exceed all expectations. This is the power of intention.
And I intend to get high.
Oh my goodness.
Mary, you're such a mom.
I know.
Stay high on
Such
life.
a gilf, Mary. Our first segment, what does intention mean? And in our second segment, simple tools for growth. But before we get educated, we've got to get medicated. So let's get stoned.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So wherever your day has led you, now it's time to drink up, chew up, light up, whatever you got to do. As we introduce this show's Greg the Guinea Pig. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Greg, and Ricker used to try his weed out on me. But now it's someone else's turn to be the guinea pig.
Yeah, she's a licensed spiritual counselor and a meditation guide. And this is her second time on the Leaf Life podcast. And she actually holds the record on the show, you guys, for being the guest on the show that has the most downloads of the Leaf Life podcast, which was meditation and cannabis. Had to bring her back.
Great. Nice. Good
Melanie
stuff.
McCauley, my bestie. Welcome back to the Leaf Life podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
All right.
Again.
You know, she used to be not much of a stoner. I've turned her into a dabber.
Oh, good.
And so we're going to get her high. Spin that wheel, AJ.
And now, what's in AJ's stash?
All right, we've got some lemon meringue. It's by Dosey, and it smells incredible.
Dose.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dose. It's by Dose, lemon meringue. And yeah, the terps are so incredible on that. Check that out.
That smells amazing.
Bomb. It has some
pretty,
diamonds
too.
in there.
Dose does a great job with their
Beautiful.
concentrates.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, honestly.
Dabbable oils, cartridges,
It's like gold, straight gold.
pre-rolls. They've got it all. They've got a new line of pre-rolls that have a wax sealed tip
Yeah.
that has wildflower seeds in it. And the wax is to keep your lips, nice and soft when you're
Moist.
smoking a joint. And then when you ditch the crutch, which is biodegradable, it's got wildflower seeds in it so you can plant
You
flowers
just made my day.
by smoking joints.
Yes.
Like Johnny
I
Appleseed.
love that.
Yeah,
I
Dose.
love that.
Oh, it's still going, looks like.
Oh, look at Melanie, man. She's an inhaler.
Wow.
Nice. Check them out at doseoil.com.
Smells really
Nice.
good. Amazing how it smells like essential oils are just like being released in
Oh,
the
it
room.
is lemony.
It's bomb.
That is
Lemon
tasty.
meringue.
Yay, awesome.
Wow.
Speaking of essential oils, that can really put you in the mood. It's those scents have an effect on your olfactory senses.
Sure.
And I guess maybe your endocannabinoid system.
Well, absolutely, because
Yes.
those are terpenes. Lavender has got linalool, right?
Yep.
Makes you go night-night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, plants have all that good shit in them. Yay, plants.
Yes,
Plants.
thank you, plant world.
Awesome stuff. All right, Mel. So the power of intention, and what does intention mean? I mean, it's such a broad term, right? We intend to do things every day, every moment, but harnessing that and capturing that and then using it for whatever outcome you're seeking is powerful medicine, isn't it?
It is. And intention is a specific tool that we can each use. And basically what intention is it is a specific goal that we have backed and powered by desire and passion. And so if we intend on something, it's like taking an arrow and you're shooting it right towards what it is that you're wanting to call in, that you're wanting to experience in your life. And when we make intentions for ourselves, we want to speak about them in the present moment. So instead of saying, I intend not to smoke cigarettes tomorrow, Well, the universe doesn't know the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
There is no tomorrow in the universe. There's
Right.
only the now.
There's only the
Yeah.
present. Yesterday is over. Tomorrow hasn't happened. So all we have right now is right now. And so our intentions can change. Typically, most people have an intention practice where you would write one for yourself in the morning for the day.
Yeah.
Well, that can change moment by moment.
Right.
You know, life is constantly moving and changing. And so if something I felt in a certain way, I can exercise the right to change my mind and call in something different, something better.
Yes.
And one thing that I love about that practice is that our minds are so finite compared to the vastness of what the universe has in store for
The
us.
intelligence.
Yes.
And so what we get to do as spiritual beings having this human experience, we're constantly sending out signals, which is what intentions are. They're beautiful goals powered by desire and passion. And so what is it that we are calling in? It's like a circulation.
Attracting.
Yes. So it's like a full circulation. Now that means that our thought is creative. And so first in thought, then in form. And that's how things are pulled in. And so when we set intentions, powerful intentions that are set in the present moment, meaning like, for example, my intention today is to show up with as much loving kindness as I can. I'm going to see the good in everything and everyone today. That's my intention. My intention is to pause before I react. You know, so
Those are healthy intentions. Those are healthy thought patterns to get to incorporate into your daily practices. And I love how you mentioned how it can change. You make the intention in the morning, and then it can evolve. And the same goes for life. And I was talking yesterday to a friend who said, I live in Los Angeles now, as you do, Mel. And people want to be an actor, right? And I want to have a career in acting. And people would ask me back in radio, how do I become a radio disc jockey or whatever, and well, first you have to put the intention out there, and then you have to go do it. Now, if you really fucking want it, you can achieve anything you want in life, period. Now, there are limitations. Maybe you can't be a professional athlete. Maybe you don't have the constitution to be a politician and rise to president or whatever. But if you want to accomplish something and you want to be on the silver screen, let's take that for instance, you can achieve that. You have to put the intention out there. Now, that might take you 30 or 40 years, right, of rejection and getting beat down and coming back and rising up and getting beat down and rising up again. And eventually you're going to get there. But in the process, your intentions will most likely change. As you learn more about what it is you're geared towards achieving, your knowledge of it becomes changed.
Of course.
And therefore your intentions of it become changed, and you may not want what you think you wanted in the past.
Well, and also too, if you're living an intention-driven life and we're sending out that signal, right, to the universe, to the vastness of all things, what happens is in our subconscious minds, then those words that we have now put out, that we have put into our minds and our subconscious minds, that now is integrated into our being. And so going out throughout your day, you're going to remember that intention. Then you're going to take action. And then what that's going to do is draw on the perfect place, person, thing, situation. And then we get to say yes to that.
Yeah.
So are we then actually talking about quantum mechanics?
Yes.
Yeah, metaphysics.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 'cause
thought
that's-
and form.
Yeah.
Science of the mind.
Energy.
Yeah.
We talked on a different show about the Japanese water study.
Yes.
And we also talked about sand and sound vibrational frequency. And when you think happy thoughts into water and freeze it, you have these beautiful happy fractals
Yes.
that look
It's
like
incredible.
gorgeous snowflakes. And then you have anger, and it looks all fucked up and kind of evil.
Yep.
And so does stress.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do, all the negative energies. And so you can see that effect
Yeah.
in the water. And AJ, you were saying, we're all water.
Yeah.
So, we can kind of store all that energy. And if it's good, it's going to fill us with good. If it's darkness,
There you go.
So
Well,
the same.
here's
And
an
that-
indicator. I want to speak to that because when you look at the water and the energetic vibrations that it shows from the feeling tone of what it is, those feeling tones, there's no good or bad. So if we feel angry, we feel sad, we feel unworthy, we feel uncertain, whatever the ways that we all feel in this human condition, right? Those are just simply indicators. Those are indicators of what I don't want.
Right.
You know, so something is happening in my life, in my situation, in my experience. What is it? We are wise enough to pretty much always know what it is that needs a little shifting in our life. And then we make a new intention of how we want to shift that. That's how powerful we each are. We weren't taught that. We're so busy being distracted.
Not in school.
Yeah,
they're not
that's for
teaching this
sure.
in school.
And they're also not teaching
Yeah.
it at home. I mean, at least in
Yeah.
my generation, that wasn't taught. That's something that I learned myself later on. But think about the power that little kids, when their imagination is already so vital and beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
they believe.
It's incredible.
They believe what they believe, and we lost that wonder. We lost that sense of wonder.
It's like their water is so pure, you know?
Sure.
And by the way, that book is by Masaru Emoto. It's called The Hidden Messages in Water.
Mm-hmm.
And once you read that book, like you take your power of word so much more seriously over yourself, you know? Yeah, there's true governance in word. And that's why
Absolutely.
like all of the different spiritual books and texts out there, there's always a segment where they focus heavily on word and the power of spoken word.
Anything that comes after the phrase "I am" is extremely powerful because that's saying I'm embodying what I'm saying I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am not worthy. So then the universe goes, whoosh, okay, so I'm going to give you more reasons to not feel that way.
Absolutely.
To feel that way. But what is it that I'm putting out? And so it reminds us of how powerful our thought and our word is and what it is that we're calling in.
And that's a special hidden drop, you guys. Everybody, that's a little secret to life right there that your girl just gave you. Because the word I am, it's a superpower, literally. And the people who are the most powerful people on the planet, they master the word I am.
And manifest positivity. All right. Hey, Melanie, now it's time for you to play Salmon or Salamander.
Fasten your ear holes and listen carefully.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Because words that sound kind of the same rarely mean the same thing.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
This is Salmon or Salamander. Or something.
I thought you'd like this one, Mary.
Yeah. It's tough, Melanie.
I
Good
know,
luck.
I
Good
know,
luck, baby.
I know it.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
On the heels of the massive global success of the game, Serbia or Siberia, Australia or Austria, and of course Colombia or Cambodia. The franchise continues with more mind-bending pronunciations. All right, number one. During a run, this one can travel up to 15 miles per hour. Salmon or salamander?
Salamander.
She's correct.
Look at you. Because fish don't run very far.
Yeah, but salmon run.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
they do.
yeah,
They
but
do.
not on their feet.
You're
The
supposed-
salmon run.
They run up the river.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not on their feet.
And they go fast. They can go like 20 miles an hour.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's amazing. Yeah.
I thought that one
it's
would trick
so
her, but-
powerful.
No, she's too small.
You would have tricked me.
Yeah,
My intention is
That's
to
not
win
hard to
this
do.
game.
Yeah, exactly. The Andean salamander is the fastest amphibian on record. All right, number two. This name of this species originated from the Hebrew name Solomon, which derives from the word shalom, meaning peace. Salmon or salamander?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Which is more peaceful?
Salmon.
She's right.
The symbol of peace on earth.
Thank you, universe.
Yeah, in Middle English and Old French, let's see. In Middle English and Old French, the name became Solomon, later shortened to Salmon or salmon. There you
Wow,
go.
the things you learn.
Yeah.
And number three, between 5 and 6 million years ago, this one was 10 feet long, weighed 500 pounds, and had fangs. Salmon or salamander?
Salamander.
That's wrong.
Wow.
500-pound lizard with fangs? Come on.
That's
That sounds
It was
right.
a salmon.
Wow.
The oldest salmon fossil dates back 50 million years. It should be noted that between 5 and 6 million years ago, the bearded lorax was also 10 feet long, weighed 500 pounds, and had fangs. However, back then, the bearded lorax had to catch the salmon himself, where today he catches his salmon at Pike Place Market in Seattle.
With my teeth.
Hey, if you want to discover cannabis news, reviews, entertainment, and culture, and explore every Leaf magazine at your convenience, search leafmagazines.com. Coming up in our second segment, we'll dive into how we can utilize simple tools for personal growth through intention. We'll get another spin of AJ's Wheel and kick it all off with another episode of Where in the World with Mary J. White. Leaf Life continues in just a moment.
These products have intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming.
Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment.
Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug.
There may be health risks associated with consumption of these products.
For use by adults 21 and older.
Keep out of the reach of children.
Some of the wardrobe, including Ricker Wes's sick lids, is provided by Grassroots California. Check out the dopeness at grassrootscalifornia.com.